Hey, how's it going? I've been fooling around with trying to learn how to play lead guitar. I know the lighting's all off in here and I can't help it, I'm just in my living room, but yeah, it's something called the pentatonic scale, and there's spots depending on what key you're in is just where you want to be playing. So for instance, like there's a backing track that I play and it's in the key of D minor, which D minor would be on the 10th fret, and it's just so it'll be like the 10th fret, then 13th, so 10, 13, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 13, 10, 13. If you're in the key of D minor and you just keep your fingers on any of those notes, if you can emphasize the notes that it's hitting, like in the chord progression, it sounds better, but they all sound good. So you don't have to be good. You can just move up and down that and just mess around with it and figure out what you like. So this would be D minor, starting on with this finger right here on the 10th fret. D major is you just slide it all up, put your pinky on that one, and then I'll put a picture up here for where all the different notes are. But like I said, if you just keep it in that I'm not good, believe me. I'm gonna put on a backing track and just kind of show you how it goes together. And don't critique me. Like I said, I'm not a lead guitarist. I just mess around. I've always practiced rhythm guitar, and let me get this out the way. Yeah, rhythm guitar, and I was like, I just want to learn how these people are doing all this crazy stuff. It takes practice to get as good as they are, obviously, but I mean, it's achievable. So I'm going to put some heavy metal backing track on in the key of D minor, and I'm going to try throwing some lead licks in there with it just to, I mean, it's going to sound repetitive because I can only do so much with my fingers, they're on so fast, but you know, like I said, if you use this, you keep practicing, hell, you'll be good. Here we go. And that's pretty much it. The hard part is figuring out what key your song is in, and a lot of times you can do that, like if there's chords that just happen over and over again. Like you got 4 chords and it's a G, C, D, back to G, then 9 times out of 10 you're in the key of G. And sometimes that's different though, and you just have to look at the notes within those chords, which this picture that I put up there, you know how to play a chord, you look and see what notes that is that correlate with that chord, and you pick 3 chords and you find out which note in there happens the most, and that's pretty much the key that you're in. And on the pentatonic scale, it's all up and down the fretboard. You can even chase chords if you want to. Like if you're in a D minor and then all of a sudden it changes to a D. I haven't memorized it, I don't know, but you can do that, and when the chord changes you can move it to somewhere else, but you don't have to if there's a bunch of notes within that chord that happen over and over again. That's what key you're in. It's easy. So I know it didn't sound great, but I figured this would be something to help some of y'all out that are trying to learn how to play guitar. Learn your chords first, obviously, and then learn what notes make up them chords. So a G chord like this, I'm gonna mess them all up, but I know your root note is a G, then a B, so G, B, and then I want to say D, and then this would be a G again, I'm pretty sure. So you got a bunch of G's in there, and then you go and you do a C, so that'd be a C. I do not know what that one is. Just play with it. I'm sitting here going to make myself sound stupid, but you got it figured out. You hold a chord, every one of these spots where your fingers are is a note. Figure out what them notes are, and then your chord progression, figure out which note happens the most, and that's what key you're in. Look at that pentatonic scale, and minors are always going to be on the lower end of it. So like I said, here's a D minor starting on the 10th fret. If you're going to go to a D major, you slide your pinky up to that 10th fret and everything else stays the same. And that was loud as hell. So yeah, play with it. It's pretty fun.